Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dan here, and, why? Why? 100 subscribers. Why? It doesn't make sense. Earlier this year, I was at 17. In fact, I think January the 1st, I had 17. And here we are a few months later, and I now have 100. So I'm confused. I mean, yeah, I'm really happy that I have all of you guys there supporting my channel, but it's crazy to think that earlier this year I was literally nothing. And I'm still nothing, but I'm slightly less than nothing now. So I've been meaning to do a 100 subscriber special, and I just didn't have the time to do it, nor did I have the time to record any other time up until now. So I'm just going to make a bunch of videos and upload them all at once, so that way you guys at least have the videos that you missed. Well, thank you again for getting me this far. I'm still completely... My mind's just... It's having a hard time wrapping around the fact that there are 100 of you people out there who actually like what I'm doing. But on a different note, what you're watching right now is a gameplay from like a replay thing from World of Tanks that I got yesterday, and it was absolutely amazing what this happened. So as you can see, in the map, you can see that in the center of the town, I'm pointing at it. That doesn't help though. Our team's getting crushed, and we're all trying to push along this side of the map, thinking, we might be able to flank them and take the base. And I'm driving in my SU-100, my favorite tank ever. This thing is so much fun to use. If you ever play World of Tanks, this is the tank you want to get. Then again, it has some of its own downsides, but I don't really care. It's an awesome tank. So anyway, at this point, we're trying to take on these tanks, and then I notice that all of our allies in the center of the map are gone, and that there are enemy tanks there. So I'm getting worried at this point because there were enemy tanks there, and since we don't have any of our own teammates there, they're all dead. I'm very worried that they're going to try to push for the base. So I'm retreating in hopes of defending our base. So meanwhile, while our team's trying to push towards theirs, I'm retreating and hoping that I could at least try to slow down the enemy advance. But then I also noticed that our flanking party is getting absolutely crushed. So I'm thinking, okay, this is not going to go well. This is going to be a horrible defeat, and we're just not going to be able to pull this back out. I mean, we're losing by 5 tanks right now, and now we're losing by 4. So it's not looking good for us. So I'm hoping that my other teammates will notice that we're losing badly, and that they'll try to push back for the base, and we'll at least hold it out there. It's not gonna happen. So I'm coming up to the base, and then I see these tanks over here, and I'm like, oh, they flanked our Jackson, and they took him out. So then I'm like, oh, now I have to take these guys. Luckily, my gun is capable of doing 390 damage, and I missed that shot, and now I'm very sad because that shot costs a lot of coin, and it takes forever to reload this stupid gun. So I'm noticing it's me in this heavy, and I'm the only one at the base, and then the heavy dies. So it's me versus 7 of them. And right now there are 3 of them at the base. So I'm trying to stay behind this little thing of cover, not that it's going to do anything. And there's another tank down. So it's me versus, you know, the other ones. And I get tracked at this point, so I can't get this guy over here. And he should have taken advantage of this moment and tried to get behind me and kill me. But he didn't. And that was his last mistake. I almost took the shot here, but I decided that that wasn't a good idea because there wasn't a lot of him exposed. So, being the weird tank destroyer thing that I do, I just charge at the enemy, aim in slightly, take the shot. So I've taken down 3 tanks that were trying to take our base. And I am absolutely worried now because there's 4 of the enemy, there's only 1 me, and I'm missing over 4/5 of my health. So it's not looking good for me. I decide at this point that I'm just going to go hide in this bush over here because it's probably the best thing I can do, and hope that the enemy comes one at a time, and maybe try to take them out that way. So I'm hiding here, and I'm just kind of watching the chat because there's nothing else I can really do here. So I don't have a lot of health to risk at this point. And then I see that tank. And then I see the Hellcat, and I know the Hellcat is my most immediate threat. So I take him out first. And then I take a hit to the track from this tank. Take off my final shot. Take down the M3. I'm down to 3 points of health left, and there's still 2 enemy tanks. At this point, I'm like, oh no, I need to go hide somewhere else, because now they know where I was at, and the other 2 tanks will likely come and try to find me there. And our team's starting to get like, oh my gosh, this guy, he might actually be able to pull the win for us. I'm sitting here shaking because I have no idea what I'm going to do, because one of the enemy team tanks is an AT-8, and if you've played World of Tanks, you know how hard these things, those British tank destroyers, are to shoot at the front and actually penetrate. So I'm thinking, this is not going to go well for me. I mean, any hit, any kind of little mistake I could make is going to end with me dying. So I'm just going to try to hide in these little bushes here and hope that the enemies are distracted by where I was hiding, and they'll go to there. So I sit here for a while. Not a whole lot happens, so I'm going to fast forward it real quick. And then we have the other tank destroyer. And I take the shot.
They're knocked out.
So now I've gotten 6 kills. It's just me versus this other tank. And little do I know, it's right there. So I'm going to slow this down and just show you what happens.
Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
If I had just a little bit more time, So yeah. That's how it ended. It was an awesome game, because I went on against 7 tanks, and for the most part I had no health. Just games like this, wherever I can actually do something good and not die after getting hit by an Arty in 1 hit, yeah, it's pretty awesome. So that was the replay. And yeah, I'd like to thank you guys again for getting me 100 subscribers. It still doesn't, it's not sinking in yet. I'll have to give it a while, but I want to start doing more gaming videos, for instance, like World of Tanks, where I collect replays from some of my matches, the ones that are actually good, and just show them to you guys. My plans for Unity tutorials, they've changed a little bit. I want to start doing some other things that don't necessarily have to do with what we're doing right now. Um, I want to possibly try to cover something that I discovered while working on my current project, and I thought it was pretty cool because I had no idea how I was going to do it without doing a bunch of complicated code and whatnot. And I didn't find a tutorial anywhere on YouTube for it, so I want to um, try and see how that goes. Uh, Also, on the process of me building my new computer, uh, I have already ordered the case. Yeah, that's all I have. But it's going to be uh, the processor is going to be an 8-core, 4 gigahertz processor. I'm going to have 8 gigs of RAM, and my graphics card is going to be 2 gigs of memory. So it's going to be significantly better than the system I already have, which is awful. So if you guys want to see like the part list or whatever that I'm kind of working with, I'll post it in the description. Other than that, thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more Unity tutorials and gameplay videos, and I want to, as I get more computer parts, I'll do like I guess little review things of the different pieces and let you know what I think. So if you liked this video, hit the like button. If you want to ask me something, or I don't know, uh, comment, you can message me. I've got my email thing, whatever. Uh, Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.